bitch. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Told him to check the scope, cause we up. Hard working nigga, nothing came from luck.
What's up, Juice?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
I'm smooth. How you doing?
Alright, this is episode 1 of How I Feel About It, and introduce yourself.
Alrighty, man. Y'all know who it is. Go by multiple names. You know what I'm saying? Big Juice, Rock Guy, James, like, whatever, man. I'm a different type of dude, and everything that I do a lot. So, got a lot of different names.
Okay, but just go more into depth of who you actually are. Like, who are you? In general.
Me, I'm James Marcus Everett, the second now. My son is the third. A little bit about myself. From Tampa, Florida. You know what I'm saying? The city. 813. Play ball coming up. You know what I'm saying? Known around the city for what I do for the game. You know what I'm saying? Football, innovating stuff, creating stuff, movement. You know what I'm saying? Just overall being a blacksmith in this game. You know what I'm saying? That we call football. And, you know, forming a bond with the players and everything. But I'm also one of the guys that stayed true to itself through the whole entire thing. Sponsored by Under Armour. I do a lot of things like in the industry as well that a lot of people don't quote unquote do. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from. So I kind of cracked the mold for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of looked up to like a mogul in my city, worldwide for real. But, you know, I just keep it humble. Like I said, I do a lot. I rap, play ball, you know what I'm saying, fashion, bodybuild, like, got a lot of hobbies. Like, you know, that's just a few. You know, pretty good at almost everything that I do. So that's what made me kind of unique as a person. So, yeah.
So we all see that, obviously, that you train, or you're a football trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So just let us know what your training style is and how you got into training. What was your background and like what was your first start of training? What made you want to get into it? Just your background on that.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, first we're gonna go training style. Training style, from where I'm at right now, it's kind of I would say a new school type of training style because these moves were not a thing back in the day to be, you know what I'm saying, worked on. A lot of old school got a problem with new school. A lot of new school got a problem with old school, but the way I put it is you can't really compare the two generations because they're so different, bruh. These moves and stuff, even if they did use them in a game or use them in practice, they didn't know the how. You know what I'm saying? The how to consecutively move this way over and over again to get the same result like you got that one time that you actually did it. Now in this game, this is what you have to know. DBs and receivers nowadays are on a different level athletically than they were back in the day. Back in the day, you hear a lot of controversy about how brutal the sport was, how many people are getting hit, how many people had concussions and stuff like that. That's what was cool about the game. Now we're trying to be more protective, you know what I'm saying, of ourselves, of our athletes, and just making sure that they have the protection that they need. And also, now the game is a lot more finesse. So you got a lot more 7-on-7s. You got a lot more passes in the air. Back then, it was a run-heavy game. Right now, it's pass-heavy. Ain't too many more pockets quarterbacks left, if any. I think the last pocket quarterback kind of just retired. So everybody's kind of a hybrid. Like, so that's my training style. I don't really tether it to one thing because I know movement regardless. I don't care what sport it is. If I watch it, I can teach it. You know what I'm saying? If I get out there and do it and mess it up myself, I can teach it.
So did you say you adjust to
the times? Very much so. Yeah, you gotta adjust. This year's training style is not next year's training style. And a lot of people gotta understand that, like, you can't be working on the same thing year in and year out. Of course you have your fundamentals in everything that you do, but yeah, you can't just be on the same thing because just like a receiver is, you know what I'm saying, taught to capitalize off of DB and what he's doing and just keep, you know what I'm saying, looking at him and examining what he's doing, like, DB's taught the same exact thing. Like, you come back in with these same old tricks the next year, like, you locked up as a receiver. So you know what I'm saying, it makes sense to just change with the times and continue to roll with the punches and adjust and be able to train. That's how I feel like you kind of see who's a great trainer and who's not. Because this year, same thing. It's just like the music industry. Like, it's about who's lasting in this game. You know what I'm saying? They're not lasting for cool points, but lasting, putting players in position to win year in and year out, putting players in the position to be drafted year in and year out, putting players in position to be the best selves that they are year in and year out, and not just cool points because you trained the guy. Like, that's lame. Like, as a trainer, like, that's lame. I can't lie to you. It's about the development of the athlete. Like, that's all I'm worried about. You can keep the cool points, you can keep all of that kind of stuff. As long as the athlete gets better, I'm cool. And I'm gonna do whatever to make him better. How I got into it, funny story, because the story's still being written and going on. But I got into it from junior college, JUCO. I went to school in Miami. When I went to school in Miami, you know, I wanted to be a great receiver. I already didn't have a crazy high school career, but I was always good at what I did.
What school did you go to in Miami?
Miami, I went to ASA Miami. The junior college at JUCO. A lot of people don't make it out of that period, but that where we were in, the area that we was in, you know what I'm saying, the crime rate, what was going on. Y'all know it's Miami, you feel what I'm saying? And I was down there in it, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta say too much about that. But it made me a different person, you feel me? And I appreciate me being down there because it was all a part of the journey for real. When I got down there, man, like, I wanted to be the best. I was aspiring to be the best. So I worked day in and day out, you know what I'm saying, to be that. Back then I didn't know nothing but ladder drills, cone drills, like not knowing exactly what I was doing, but knowing what I was going for. I always had like a vision. So from down there, one of my good friends of mine, another trainer, Tevin Allen, owner of Gold Feet Global, down there, he was training. I linked up with him and got a session with him. Ever since that session, I said, man, if football don't work out, I want to be around this. Like, I want to train. Like, I want to do what he doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never want the sport to go too far away from me. So, like, after that, I was still playing ball, of course, and basically started training myself. Now, with training yourself, you're going to learn through trial and error, and that's what I learned through trial and error. So, I know what it was like to use this move and for it not to work. I know what it was like to use this move and to be jammed all the way to the sideline. I know what it was like to, you know, just get all of the bad off of it too. And then also I know what it's like to get the glory off of it as well. Obviously we want the glory more than we want, you know what I'm saying, the bad part. But you got to experience the bad part so the glory can, you know what I'm saying, hit different for you, if that makes sense. Got injured, you feel me, had to leave school. Ain't really had paper like that, parents ain't have it like that and stuff, so came back to the crib, did my own rehab, started training, and it was a wrap from there. Me balling at the professional level never really left my mind, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, the path that I'm on with the training has got me probably more professional opportunities to play professional ball than maybe pushing straight through school would have got me. So like I said, I'm cracking the mold, breaking, you know what I'm saying, generational curses, doing everything I want to do in life for real. It's at a slow pace, but I am doing everything I want to do in life for real. I can say I'm happy with where I'm at right now at this current moment. Could I be doing more? Do I want to do more? Of course, but it's all in God's time, so I ain't really tripping.
Okay, so you said you you want to do more, but we also, see you on social media and everything. Seeing that you're doing your YouTubing, full time now. Also being a high school coach, that being added onto your belt and everything like that. Also being a rapper, like you said. How do you juggle all that?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I don't know. It's like, it's 24 hours in a day, and I make time to kind of do all of it. And like juggling it, it's like, I don't really think about it like the time. I just get up and go do what I gotta do every day. Because if I think about it, you know what I'm saying, it's a possibility it might not get done. Because my brain might psych myself out before I even get there. Like, oh man, look at this schedule. There's so much to do. But then again, everything that I do, I love doing. So it don't really feel like I'm going to do no work. You know what I'm saying? From my morning routine, get up, give me a good healthy breakfast, get to the gym by a certain time, get to the field by a certain time, get to the high school by a certain time, come back to the crib, maybe grab me another bite to eat, get to the field again, train again. If I have time left, 9 times out of 10, three times out of 4 times out of the week, I'm trying to go to the studio. So them days, I might come on, grab a bite to eat, shoot off to the studio, be in the studio for a few hours, make a banger, possibly shoot a video for that night, come back to the crib, edit all the footage with my camera team and my editor, and that's it. And we in the bed 11:30, 12 at night, ready to recycle, ready to do it again. When you're chasing greatness, like with things that you want to do, it don't necessarily feel like work, but everything is kind of time consuming. I can't even lie to you.
Okay, so going back to kind of how you started, not really, just we want to know what it means to you as a whole, like what makes you keep going, as far as not just being a trainer, but like I said, being an artist and, you know, being a YouTuber. Obviously you have to do all these things and manage them. You obviously have to have a certain drive. So what do all these things mean to you? Why does it make you, keep going?
Number one, I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter. I discovered that when all the odds were stacked up against me every single time with everything that I ever did. Like, I wasn't never worried about nothing. Number two, I got 2 kids I gotta look after. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And for look after, for me, for my kids, a lot of people look at finances for everything. You know what I'm saying? But then want to tell you money and everything when you're chasing it. Like, if finances and everything, money and everything, it's the example that I'm setting for the kids. Like, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, daddy gonna go work, daddy gonna go get it. You feel me? I got a song out called Go Get It. You feel what I'm saying? That song really hit for me because I made that with my soul for real. Because I'm a real go-getter. I'm really a hustler. Like, it was plenty of people told me no. Like, I kept showing up to the same door. Now I'm in that house. Now I'm in that door. And now they you know what I'm saying, they waiting on me hand and foot. They feed me. Like, I broke the mold. I cracked the industry. I did what I had to do. And that example is a lot more important for me to give to my kids than just any amount of money. Certain people don't understand that, and that's okay because it's not everybody's, you know what I'm saying, it's not in everybody's, you know what I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for, like, lifestyle to understand that some people are 9-to-5 people and there's nothing wrong with that because somebody has to work those jobs. The world is a big machine and you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, play your part in it. Sometimes you can get away from playing your part and go do your own thing, but a lot of people want to get out of that 9-to-5 working world and don't have no hustling, no go-getter, and they don't understand not knowing when you finna eat the next day, not knowing when you finna be able to pay the next thing, not knowing nothing, just hustling until you can't no more until you figure it out. A lot of people ain't with that, and that's okay. You can't be mad at a non-hustler not understanding a hustler. You feel what I'm saying? It's different. And that's the thing, a lot of people put hustling when it came to like bad things like drug dealing and, you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff like that. Like, nah, you gotta have hustle in everything that you're doing. Like, when you're on the football field, what the coach tell you? Hustle, hustle, hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you mean? What did you telling me hustle? That don't mean go sell no dope on the corner. I mean, hustle your ass off. Like, go. Like, always go get it. Keep going no matter what. Tired, sleepy, you know what I'm saying, hurting. Hustle. You feel what I'm saying? It's that effort that you can control. So, I gotta go get it, man. The kids just keep me driven, and the lesson I'm instilling in them indirectly right now, because they don't really know it, but them knowing and growing that, yeah, daddy gone, but daddy working. Daddy ain't going just doing nothing. Daddy doing what he gotta do.
Yeah. So when I go to your back to content creating, because I forgot to mention that earlier, you are a content creator as well, as far as TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So what do you think, well, as far as you posting on YouTube consistently, how do you like it? How does consistency like make it?
It's hard. This was the last thing that I was, and hard, I mean, I'm from Florida, so when I say something hard, I mean like it's raw, like it's cool. Hard as action is not. Only thing was hard was just being consistent with it. But I would say like hard, cool, raw is raw because I like what come with it now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it was 20 people tuned in, like consistently, like, that's 20 people, you know what I'm saying, lives I can change. That's 20 people who I can make smile and make happy. Like, I like doing what I'm doing, and I like impacting other people, you know what I'm saying, with my content on all my platforms, because I'm showing them that I'm still me, you know what I'm saying, I'm still my raw, authentic self. And I'm able to walk into these rooms and kick these doors down that they think was impossible to do when you look like me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a trainer. I love athletic clothes, don't get me wrong, but I like drip too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love training. Yeah, I love football, but I like music too. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Like, a lot of people get scared to be themselves because they can't go, you know what I'm saying, in certain places as themselves. Like, you gotta, I feel like, in this day and this age that we live in, this world we live in, you gotta make them accept you, like, as you are. It's like, you gonna come as you are every single day, and a switch gonna flip for them and be like, that's who that person really is. Fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? And we have plenty of people, like, pay the price for us to be able to do that in the industry that we doing. Like, Ocho Cinco, one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the celebrations, all of the antics, everything like that. Him being from Liberty City, a dog, AB, like, down there, like, same thing. Him being from down there, 305, like, them boys ain't mean no harm by celebrating. Them boys don't mean no harm by, you know what I'm saying, they antics outside. They like to go out, man. They like jewelry, they like cars, they like chains, about things that they never had. They just influencing their youth from where they from in a different way, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm always be me, and ain't nobody gonna stop me from being me, and everything I got on my own. So can't nobody take it from you. If I'm gonna go get it, I'm gonna go get it on my own so I can stand on it. So yeah.
Okay, so since your niche is mainly football, I want to kind of focus on that. So just for a quick second, what are some differences between the game today versus the game back then? Or did we answer that already?
Nah, I didn't get in depth. I just said that it was different, but alright, the game today is more, like I said, more pass heavy. So more pass heavy, you gotta be able to get open, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to get open quick, you gotta be able to get open in phases, you just gotta be able to run certain routes, you gotta be able to know certain things. Back then, you had a couple receivers who was just so much more talented than everybody that it was just easy for them. But we're not talking about them, your Jared Rice's, your Randy Mosses, like, we're not talking about them. We're talking about, what about all the other 9 receivers in the room? Like, what did they look like? You feel what I'm saying? What were their route running skills on? We know theirs was on 99. You feel what I'm saying? Because them the greats, them the people that you remember. But what was theirs? I always say, like, but it's not comparing the times, but it's the truth. Maybe them guys back then, if they played now, they'd be knocking our head off. Maybe we are a little bit more softer when it comes to things far as hitting and stuff like that. Cool. But we can take our whole entire practice squad of a pro team, take it back then to that time, and kill all y'all DBs, other than Deion Sanders. Like, he was one of the ones that was before his time, could have played now. You can clearly see the difference in the DB's hips, the back pedals, the feet, everything that they got going on, and that's not ever a bad thing. That's not ever a disrespectful thing. You gotta honestly get it out there that we respect y'all. We respect the game that y'all had back then, but like, this is an entirely new, different style of playing of game. We don't have nothing the same that y'all had other than the whole entire scheme of football. From you taking this pigskin, trying to put it in that end zone, if you pick it off, it's an interception in that end zone. We just got the football blueprint, the football diagram. Everything is different. Linemen are different. Linebackers are different. Receivers are different. Quarterbacks are different. Running backs are different. Like, everything is different, man. Kids is coming up playing 7-on-7. They didn't have 7-on-7. You gotta be a real route runner to play 7-on-7. You gotta know concepts. You can't just be more athletic than everybody. It can get you a certain way, but now in this day and age, you hit a brick wall to where your athletic meets logic, your athletic meets character, your athletic meets so much more than just, so many more variables than just, I'm more athletic than everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you had a couple folks like that a lot, I say a couple, but a lot of folks back then were just, you know, a lot more athletic than that time of football. So that's why they're greats. Now, the question is, like, for them, maybe being Hall of Famers in this day and age, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really a what if speaker. Feel me? So I kind of only speak on what's real, you know what I'm saying? It's just how I feel. I don't know. Feel me? Maybe so, maybe everybody got a 50-50 chance of being Hall of Fame, like, you feel me? But I can say I feel like it'll be a lot harder because the competition level is a lot more strong now when it comes to certain things, you feel what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say it's not possible, it's impossible, or they wouldn't even have the same career, none of that. But definitely would have been a difference in that style of play. They would have got with the program of the type of training that I'm on. You feel me? So I feel like that's some differences for real.
Okay, and we also see you collab with other trainers. So do you ever feel heat from, or like pressure from trainers that you like know of, or you know?
Oh, ain't never no pressure. Like, it ain't never no pressure. You gotta choose your words right.
Like, what do you
like pressure? It ain't pressure. Okay, it ain't pressure. It ain't tech. It ain't none of that. Cause we ain't taking it there. Like, I don't think nobody really want to take it there. I ain't really got that type of feeling from nobody. Like I said, I don't claim to be the toughest person in the world, but I ain't dug it no smoke ever. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt it's that type of pressure, that type of tech when we talking about physical. But shout out to my dog 350. Shout out to he a real one. Shout out to Tevin Allen. You know what I'm saying? He a real one. Gold feet. You know what I'm saying? Receiver Factory. B White. He a real one. Top Shelf. In Atlanta. TJ and stuff, there's some real ones. I know they're doing well for the kids. Dylan Bradley and Cali, he a real one. These are people I done collabed with and did things with, like we chopped it up, that's what it is. But it's all the other the corner store trainers, the microwavables, the popcorns, like them the ones, it ain't no pressure, it's just like, my God, like all of them people that I named put time and effort in, you know what I'm saying, to what they doing, they craft and to changing the mold with the kids. While you sitting here watching us copy and pasting our drills, we appreciate the inspiration that we're giving you, so don't get me wrong. You feel me? But if you not knowing what you're doing, you can fuck a kid up, bro. Like, you leading them in the wrong way. You feel me? Like, you gotta know where certain things, there's certain things I don't touch because I don't know nothing about it. So I would not mess a kid's game up because I want a couple dollars or my ego is at stake. A lot of people ask me why I don't train DBs no more. I never played DB. I knew the movements well enough to train it. I knew compound movements well enough to make them better. But when it comes down to it, if they would have a choice to ask me who the best DB trainer who I can go get work from, I'm going to recommend someone else other than myself. You feel what I'm saying? I would not have a high school quarterback believe in me like, hey man, I know you don't coach quarterbacks, but can you coach me? Like, can you do whatever? And I'm gonna be like, nah, bro. I'm gonna point you in a direction where the right quarterback trainer is, where the best quarterback trainer is, so you can get things going. You feel me? Like, that ain't me. It's just you can't be selfish with this craft. And I feel like if a trainer's selfish with this craft, he can really, you know what I'm saying, lead a kid, lead even a grown adult in the wrong way that trust in you, because trust is the first thing that's going to be established when you train it. Do they trust you with your craft? These guys, listen, these guys make millions. They got houses, they got cars, multiple. I have an apartment in a car. Like, bruh, they definitely got to trust the person that they're training with to literally, like, put their career on the line with this training that you're doing. So that trust is everything. You either going to be the point man of making or breaking his millions for real. Like, you're very important. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a good trainer, bro, is very important. I ain't gonna lie to you, very.
Alright, so, you know, we do appreciate you giving, you know, credit where it's due. Why do you feel like other people don't necessarily acknowledge or, like, give other people their flowers, or, you know?
Intimidation, man. I mean, you ain't gonna get nobody no props that you scared of, for real. Like, you gonna withhold, you gonna try to do everything to tear them down. Like, you know somebody doing stuff the right way, you know somebody, you know what I'm saying, grinding, doing what it is. It's just always gonna be bad talk about it while they steady excelling. Like, it's cool if you intimidated by me, bro. Just you just doing it the wrong way. You feel me? Like I can really be on your team. I can really fuck with you for real. Like if you just come out and say what it really is, like, man, I like your training style, man. I be looking at your stuff, man. I kind of take your stuff a little bit. I'm flattered, bro. Like, I appreciate it. You feel me? I might even give you more tips. Like, hey, yeah, use that shit some more. Hey, yeah, I'll come throw a camp with you. Hey, yeah, let's get on the live and chop it up. Hey, yeah, let's. But when it come from a place of like sneak this and like, I don't be on that. Like, my location is in my bio, clearly, 10th floor. If it was ever any pressure, it would be right where I'm at. If it was that deep, for real. You feel me? So, ain't never that. I just feel like everybody should. It's not a wait your turn type of thing I'm looking to say, but you gotta put the time in. I'm at where I'm at right now because I never stopped when I started. You feel what I'm saying? I put the time in and I did the right things. It was pro athletes telling me no when I first trained them, bro. They didn't trust me. Now nobody tells me no. So it's just now you just can't. You got to be able to decipher because it can be detrimental to, you know what I'm saying, an athlete's career from yay high all the way to the highest, for real. So you just got to be careful with somebody who wants some clout or who really want to see you win.
What was the moment that made you feel like football was for me? Like, what was the like click that made you feel like that's what you wanted to pursue in life?
I don't know, it was kind of instilled in me, for real. Like, I was playing, I didn't know no other way. I went to school, obviously, like, but like, nothing else really got me the excitement, the joy, like, that this game brought me. I was really good in baseball. My daddy called me dumb every time he see me because I could have went pro in baseball. A lot of people in the city know I could have went, that's close to me, know I could have went pro in baseball, but there was something about being on the football field that did it for me, not the baseball field. And that's why I know, like, the passion that I got for the game is for real, because pro baseball money different than football money. But still, me going to make a practice squad salary, you know what I'm saying, when this football season comes back up, say somebody call me, I go make a practice squad salary, I'd be a lot more happy making that, you know what I'm saying, playing that game, going to practice, going to meetings, doing everything that I got to do, than probably being on that baseball diamond, for real. It didn't bring me as much joy as that. I had fun while I was in it, but it just ain't for me. So it just clicked for me my whole life. Like, that sport brought me joy.
Okay. Speaking on all of what you do, like I said, content creating and working out, football, training, being a coach, what advice do you give to people that want to do, you know, either one of those things or all of what you're doing and kind of following your footsteps? Like, what would you give them as advice?
I don't work for nobody. That feel good. In order to do that, definitely gotta be a go-getter. You gotta be a hustler. You gotta be an entrepreneur. Had a couple little jobs growing up, but nothing solid enough to make a career for sure. But it was just like, I never worked for nobody, bro. I don't like punching the clock. Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, that I want to do. Everything that you named, you know what I'm saying, I own it, I do it, I get my own money for it. The closest thing to, I guess, working for somebody is the high school thing, but I wouldn't even call that because, you know what I'm saying, that's my free time, that's my free will to do it. Nobody made me do it. I don't have to, that's not going to make or break me. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that I apparently want to do. The advice I give to you, you just gotta put your head down, you gotta block out all the noise, man. You gotta have these blinders on and you gotta literally stay in your lane. If you're literally, the phrase stay in your lane, people say stay in your lane, that means you can see other lanes. Like, if I got blinders on, I don't know there's other lanes next to me. Like, I can't see to the right or I can't see to the left. I only can see straight ahead. So I literally have to keep chasing the only thing that I can see. Like, the only way is through, man. Like, you can't, if you're in a dark time right now, a dark place, like, if you've been in dark places or whatever, you can't give up, you can't quit, you can't be soft. Like, there's times you're gonna cry, there's times you're gonna be hurt, there's times that, you know what I'm saying, things ain't gonna go your way, and it's probably gonna happen a lot more. You'll have a lot more bad in this entrepreneurship stuff than good at first. But when you set them small goals, them small milestones, and those little payoffs come, those feel a lot better than any check that a business can write you, because it's just gonna be real. Like, talk to me, ask me, comment, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got y'all. Like, whatever y'all want to know, whatever y'all want to address, whatever y'all want to talk about. This is not literally just a football type of sit down type of segment. I'm always gonna put that shit on. Shout out to my dog, you feel me? But yeah, whatever, man. We talk about real life, we talk about politics. I don't know a lot about it, so that episode gonna be 2 minutes. But yeah, y'all already know, like, you know what I'm saying, what to talk about, like, whatever, man. I got new music coming out. Y'all make sure y'all go to my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, you know, obviously the YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all run up all my stuff so I can continue getting more content out for y'all. For the ones that's locked in with me, I appreciate y'all, you feel me? Y'all keep running up the views for me. Tell a friend, tell another friend, do that, you feel me? So we can get these views up, so we can get more how I feel about it. And I can have some guests on here also. Do y'all want me to have guests, or do y'all want me to just stay me? Y'all vibing with me?
We obviously want you to have guests.
Alright, so I guess I'll have some guests in here. It depends. They gotta be the right guests though. I ain't just your homeboy and them, your mama and them, like, they can't slide. I ain't gonna lie. But if y'all want guests, we can have guests.
Okay, well, obviously, you know, you're the creator of this segment, so we appreciate you, you know, giving us more content, because you give us plenty already. But yeah, we appreciate the time, and tell them when, you know, is there a specific time we'll be tuning in next time, or do you have a certain schedule, or you just...
Nah, we just dropping shit right now, man. We gonna drop these consecutively, man. We dropping vlogs consecutively, man. We just pedal to the metal, foot on the gas the whole summer. I'll figure out a schedule for all the posts after the summertime, but I got so much shit I'm finna drop on everything. Yeah. Just make sure you turn post notifications on. That's all I'm gonna say, because ain't no telling when some shit drop. I'm finna drop some shit right now, and it's finna be 12 o'clock at night. That's what we do, man. I work. So when people think you running the streets and doing all that, tell them you working. You got time for that, man. Real go get it, man. Real hustler, man. And it's just how I feel about it. Alright? Y'all make sure y'all tune in, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep saying it, right? I love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye-bye, y'all.